Brakat the Yahawah, Brakat the Yahawashi, Brakat the Yahawah, Brakat the Yahawashi, Brakat the Yahawah, Brakat the Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, God Kodash. That belongs to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone True Well. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there. You Akim to Sadakim that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. Right on the pre-Shaman, this week's topic is going to be entitled The Dead in Yahawashi, Sunrise verse, which is in the book of 1 Thessalonians, the 4th chapter, the 16th. You can start at the 13th verse on down, pretty much going to the fact that the brothers that have perished on this side, they're going to rise first. I mean, they're going to be in them chariots with our Lord Yahawashi on his return. All right, because the scriptures, tells us that all men don't have the same faith, and there's a certain dispensation of faith amongst brothers in this thing, and there's certain brothers that have the faith that are going to be faithful unto death. All right, meaning the Most High bless some brothers with enough faith to look, if that situation arises where you're going to have to die or perish, they're going to do it. And also you have brothers that die and suffer from illnesses and different other diseases and whatever. It doesn't not necessarily mean they got their head chopped off, but they could have, certain brothers, they lived, died old age. Apostles and elders, Apostle Yahawashi, Apostle Marsha, they passed away in their age. They weren't put to death by guillotines, but they were still, nevertheless, they went to sleep on this side, right? Because truly the spirit never dies, it just rests. So they went to, their spirit went to sleep. Okay, they are going to be with Yahawashi when he returns. Now, for the brothers, when we're in the time of the devil coming down having great wrath, because he knows his time is short. That's how come he's speeding up the whole Windows 19 mandates and these types of things. He knows his time is short. All right, that he's going to come, all right, he's going to come down with great wrath, and he's going to come in like a flood. And certain brothers, their lot might be that to be put to death. Certain brothers' lots are going to be to where spiritual power or divine intervention is going to happen. But either way, whether a man of the Lord, the divine intervention is that of an angel or spiritual power, or the Lord has the man of the Lord get put to death, like John the Baptist. John the Baptist's head was put on the platter. Either way, if you're a man of the Lord, if you're of the elect, okay, you're gonna be a part of them chariots, man. So that's just something we should keep in mind if that lot does arise. Okay, I mean, let's say this: it's easier said than done, because it's anybody can say I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, but we really don't know what the hell we're gonna do in the day of the Lord. But we pray if it be the Lord's will. Okay, if I'm in that situation, anybody's in that situation, we go out with our integrity. Okay, not fold. The elder Yahawashi, he brought up a point today at camp where he said they did it in this movie, The Kingsman. Right, The Kingsman. He was looking for people to initiate and be a part of the Kingsman, and one of the tests was they put him on a train track and tied him up and say, "Tell us the Kingsman's code. Tell us when the Kingsman's are." And it was real. Like they created like a real life situation. They didn't know it was a test, and the guy was ready to die. And just as the train was about to hit him, they pressed the button, the tracks went down, and the train went over him. But every other person that folded, they didn't make the cut, but he made the cut, and it was like he was one of few. Just like they did the same thing in the movie Tenet. All right, they did the same thing in the movie Tenet where they had him on the track saying they was about to kill him. Okay, and to see what he was going to do with the last minute, he did the right thing. In other words, he was willing to die before he gave up his men. So Yahawashi is going to do the same thing with us. All right, you have certain brothers that had dreams where they were about to be put to death, and the divine intervention came up where he got shot, and before he hit the ground, he rose back up. So hey, but look, at the end of the day, we do know for a certainty, because the Most High is not a man that he should lie, that you are going to have brothers perish for this truth, man. All right, because the scriptures speak about the witness of those that were beheaded for the name of the Lord. Because the so-called white man, look, at the end of the day, he's going to come to a point where he's just going to straight up say it's either my way or the highway. Either you're going to get with the program and get the MOTB, the mark of the beast, the RFID microchip, or you're going to be put in a casket. You're going to be put to death. And thankfully, through the spirit and power of Yahawashi, we understand that death is not hard. Life is hard. 50 Cent, one of his famous lines, and it's a true saying. 50 Cent said death got to be easy because life is hard, and that's true, man. Because scriptures tell us. Scripture says what? Death is better than continual sickness and a bitter life. That's in the Apocrypha. And most of us in America is living a bitter life. America means bitter. All right, it's a bitter life. And look, the Apostle Paul said, look, I'd much rather be with Yahawashi than be on this planet Earth any goddamn way. But we got a job to do. We in the same sentiment. We much rather be in the spiritual world at peace than be in this shit. This is not living. This is death. We die daily. We sin daily in this wicked ass place, man. This is death. This is what's hard on the spirit. When you died, man, the spirit's at peace. There's no more worries and bullshit, So that's the sting of death, yeah. Okay, it's a sting, but a sting is for a moment. Life is it's a longer period of duration of pure hell. Which is, again, hell is a state of condition, and that's what most of us are living in. Primarily you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, because we don't give two shits about the other nations. All right, and when you are doing the work of the Lord, that's when the hell even goes up more. Because now you're going against the ways of this world. All right, let's give a prime example. All right, the Windows 19 mandate. We're not with downloading that on the computer. So life is going to become harder for us because to do our daily tasks is going to be very difficult. You have certain brothers that probably already lost their jobs. In other words, they refuse to do their job because they're forcing people to download the Windows 19 on their computer. And brothers say, look, we're not going to download that on our computer. All right? We'd rather just not work. And the Lord find another way or find another means or something like that. So, and it's only going to get harder, again, going against the ways of this world. So this is the difficulty of living, or so I could be alive, really, because we're not truly living. We're not going to really be living till we're in the kingdom, man, because this right here is bullshit. This is not our rest. Micah 2 and 10. This place known as America, man. Okay? So going back to the topic at hand, the brothers that perish, okay? It's going to be, blink of an eye, boom, next thing you know, you're on the chart. That's how the Spirit be having me visualizing it, man. A brother goes down, and as soon as he goes down, he's already walking in the chariot, looking down on the planet Earth with a new body, a big black man with a huge beard, just looking down and a glow to him. I mean, an actual glow, like illuminating light off of him, man. Like that, And the scriptures tell you in the book of Psalms, like, look, man, you're going to have people that's going to scoff and talk shit, laugh and mock like they did Yahawashi. You the Son of Man, take yourself off the cross. So you're going to have people that talk shit and maybe mock because the scriptures tell you that, man, when they mock at when the righteous man perish and all that, roughly paraphrasing, okay? Not knowing that that's a beautiful thing in the eyes of the Lord, They take his life for foolishness. Not knowing that the angels are rejoicing that those particular people stood stiffly for the name, because you're not doing it for nothing. We're doing it to obtain a prize, a crown, man, an incorruptible crown. All right? What's that incorruptible crown? Being part of the first fruits, all right, of the governing body of the nation of Israel, man. Lord's elect. All right? To be a friend with Yahawashi. Now, what does the scripture says in the book of Ecclesiasticus? I believe the 6th chapter, or the 3rd chapter, says before you get a friend, you have to prove him first. All right? And that's what Yahawashi is doing. He's going to prove if we are his friends or not. And a part of that proof, all right, for certain men is going to be that test of life and death. If you truly believe, would you lay down your life for me, man? Well, guess what? Yahawashi did that for us. All right? Starting with the elect, but really the whole nation of Israel. That's the greatest love a brother could do. So certain of us, that's going to be our lot, where if you love me, or you love me enough to lay down your life for me, and hey, man, the elect of the Lord are going to do it. Say this much, if we have to go, shit, man, a quick death is mercy. Whether you get your head chopped off or you get shot in the head, that's quick, man. Look at how you know what I'm saying? You're already in a new body. Coming back down to reign with those that remain, meaning the brothers, the lots of the elect men that are going to, actually see this man's destruction, to the very end. We want to see the downfall of our enemy, but at the end of the day, look, man, whether you see it in this particular flesh or you pass away and come back and see it, with the chariots, the elect at the end of the day will see it, man. We'll see the destruction of America. We'll see the destruction of 2/3 of our people, the ones that were wicked. All right, we're gonna see that, man. Lord willing, we have the hope for the light. You know, hey, look, you have these nations out here, Ishmaelites and all that will strap bombs and blow themselves up in the name of a fairy tale, an idol. These heathens will blow themselves up for a goddamn idol, man. So how much more so us laying down our lives for the one true power of Yahawashi, man? They laying their shit down for, you might as well blow yourself up for Santa Claus. Just made up, you know? You know? Strap a bomb to yourself, right, in the name of Jack Frost or some shit. It's just as ridiculous. Now, we're not gonna do no stupid shit like that for the Lord and strap bombs and no, we're not. No, that's retarded. You know. No, we're not doing that. But I'm talking about the act of being willing to literally sacrifice a life for something you believe in. They believe in a fairy tale. We believe in the one true power. You know. So Esau could try to intimidate the men of the Lord, or try to put that issue of death to try to make you bow down to him. All right? But the men of the Lord ain't going to do that shit, man. All right? And it wouldn't be the first time this man has tried this, because when you go in the book of Maccabees, you had this wicked-ass demon, Antiochus, all right, to try to convert us to the Greek ways and the Greek way of living, all right? We're putting certain brothers to death if they didn't do it. And you had the 7 sons of you had the 7 sons in the book of Maccabees, all right, that will put to death instead of eating pork. Now you niggas, shit, man, y'all not even eating it if it don't got bacon on it. See that? You see how things have changed, how drastically Israel have gone the hell off from wanting to die before eating pork to damn near dying if they don't got pork on the sandwich, man. Completely rebellious, man. Completely gone the hell off. So 2/3, that's why 2/3 have to go. They have to get 2/3 have to get flushed down the toilet, man. And that's what Yahawashi is going to do with the missiles. Okay? So this is the time that we're in. This is the time that we're approaching, man. The time where Yahawashi is going to try our faith. Cast some of us into prison. Alright? Hell, man, have brothers truly test us, man. Truly try us. But what does it say in the book of Proverbs 25:04? Take away the dross from the silver, and it shall come forth a vessel for the final. How do you take away dross from silver? Impure metals, all right, from imprecious metals. From a precious metal, you do it with fire. And that's what it is to be baptized in Yahawashi, because John the Baptist baptized in water, but Yahawashi baptized in fire. That's a trial, tribulation, hell, persecution, afflictions, all that. So when the Most High put fire to his men, if they overcome it, to him shall be a crown of life. Shall be a crown, man. Okay, when Yahawashi going around putting crowns on our heads, he's going to go around. This is your galaxy here. This is your continent here. This is your sector of the nebula here. Rulership, man. And that portion is going to be your portion. As King David said, bless the Lord and take away my lot. That's going to be your portion, man. In Yahawashi's, in the Father's, Yahweh's house is many mansions. Those many mansions are being created, reserved for his elect, which have been chosen before the world was even formed, man. You can't make yourself a part of the elect. Whoever the elect is predestined. Whoever's meant to perish in this truth and inherit the kingdom of heaven is already predestined. We just have to play these things out, man. That's how come we say we hope. We hope that Yahawashi make us of his elect. We hope Yahawashi, alright? We hope Yahawashi deliver us, man. Look, with that, I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahawashi, Ba'ashim Kakudash, the money to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, true wealth, and salutations to the hopeful elect out there. Hakim to Sadakim, and do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. Shalom, brothers.